let's get into some MLB news.
Yeah, we're going to touch on that real quick.
What do you guys think of this whole spider tack situation going on in the MLB?
Have you seen the last 2 days?
Yeah, it's annoying now.
Okay, the umpires are going to the mound. Like Joe Girardi, for example. Okay, you're watching the Phillies-Nats game. Scherzer's on the mound, and Joe Girardi requests that the umps check him for foreign substances, right? This guy legit was stripping on TV.
That was hilarious, dude. I love it, though. Make a mockery of it.
It's just it was great. I loved it.
Then Scherzer going like this and just standing there like this and with his glove and
It's
stuff.
so embarrassing for the sport. This dude, they're checking their hair.
You got people complaining that the MLB games are already slow enough, and now in between innings you want to pat people down for sticky shit on their hats.
Awful look for the sport, by the way. And
awful.
If they want to change it, wait till the end of the year.
I can't wait to hear what he has
enforce
to say.
it, whatever.
This is a disgrace, guys. This is so bad for the game.
I know. This actually will be a good topic to get him on there.
Shout out E.
So bad.
Shout out
E.
He's the baseball guru for sure.
And he'll be on here. You'll see,
That's the skipper
guys.
right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the skipper.
You wait till the postseason run.
He'll be on here with his coconut oil.
Shout out Kid Kapler.
Yo, speaking of E, he actually bought me this jersey for my birthday.
Really?
And
Shout out E.
And guess what? It's my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Shout out Nick. Happy birthday.
Thank you,
That's our
fellas.
brother.
Thank you, fellas.
Right?
I'm 29, so the audience, you know my age.
You had to
no
jump
shame.
to it, Nick.
No shame.
I was going to give you a shout out at the end of the show.
So was I. You ruined it.
You killed my buzz. Damn. You can do whatever you want, brother. It's your birthday.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Yo, put on Ratchet Happy Birthday.
It's your fucking birthday.
The worst song.
That song is fire. What are you talking about? Yeah, I just think it's a disgrace for the sport. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. I find it embarrassing. I feel like it's losing a lot of juice. You know, I mean, nobody wants to watch that. And I personally, I didn't even know these pitchers were doing that.
Neither did I.
So now that I know it, I
had no idea. And then I was reading about it on Twitter, and I'm like, wait, this is actually happening?
This is because the
And then it blew
MLB
up.
keeps changing. Like, they change the baseball every year. They're like trying to reduce home runs and stuff. Like,
Yeah. They're
what
just
are you
getting-
doing? Everyone wants to watch that shit.
It's awful.
I
Yeah.
would love to see steroid era again. I mean, I don't endorse steroids, but like that time was baseball was fucking lit, guys. I
It was
loved
exciting.
it. Like, what happened? The game, like, listen, I love baseball still, but the baseball purists, like, besides them, the casual viewers are losing interest.
I have.
I love baseball. but
Overall, I've lost interest. I just it's just there's nothing like really exciting.
I'm a different breed. But like it definitely, like even me, I'm like kind of like, man, the NBA playoffs are on right now. I'm not watching the Phillies because they fucking blow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're another
But if I have to,
discussion for later.
we'll touch on that real quick before the end of the show. But I mean, if I have to see another guy take off his damn belt on TV, like literally Shohei Ohtani had to take off his belt on the mound yesterday. Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Like,
that's why
there's kids watching.
I love what
He might as well just show his bare ass.
Right?
I love what the pitchers are doing though, making a mockery of it.
They should.
Taking their pants down, throwing their arms. I love that. Keep doing it. Make a mockery of it because it's ridiculous.
I
dude.
was waiting to see what Trevor Bauer would do. I didn't get to see the game last night, but I assure you he did something last
Imagine
night.
a hothead like Bryce Harper on the pitcher's mound, and they got to check him after every inning. He would lose his mind.
Yeah, they were making a joke, actually. The Nationals bench yesterday, they were like, check Harper's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Check his
Were they
hair.
really?
Look
That's
at- He's
awesome.
got that product in his hair. It was hilarious. It's like,
It's-
yeah, this is getting better by the second. Harper's laughing. Like, everybody's like, you know.
That's crazy.
They're really, like, the MLB,
They're reaching.
they really need to listen to their players. The players were even getting on them. These players want the game to be better. So, come on, guys. Like, come on. This is ridiculous.
Agreed. I just didn't know that they were cheating the entire time. And if I would have knew that, then maybe I would look at the sport differently and maybe I would accept it. I mean, because everybody's doing it. But now that I know that they've been cheating for a little while and the MLB wants to crack down on it
Out of nowhere.
But I feel like the MLB definitely knew about this.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Let's
They did-
call,
I think it
let's
was like
call it what
frowned
it is.
upon.
They were turning a
was
blind
almost-
eye to it earlier in the season.
Well, sure, because it was getting a lot of production out of the players. It was more exciting.
Like, this is the thing, is if they would stop changing the damn game every offseason, like with the baseball, you juicing the ball, the bats, like if you would stop changing the game, players won't be looking for these unfair advantages. Seriously, that's why the pitchers did this. That is exactly why they did it this year. It's a different baseball, guys. It's a different grip for the pitchers. Like, there's been more injuries because of this baseball. Like,
I got injuries.
Tyler Glasnow, he literally blamed the new baseball for his Tommy John in his arm.
I got injuries.
Got tired legs, dude.
Tired legs.
But we should move on. Front runner for the AL and NL MVP race. Who do you guys got? Let's go AL first. Nick, who do you got? AL MVP right now and in the future.
I'm torn. It's funny. I'm torn between Ohtani and Trout, and they're on the same team.
So
it's weird.
You'll even
like they're both balling, but like if I had to give it to somebody, I'm gonna give it to Ohtani because he's been absolutely like filthy. Like
he's a freak.
He hits bombs, and he can pitch really, really well.
That's
so. We were just talking about that before the show. We were just talking about it before the show.
And most valuable player, I'll go Ohtani.
It's a shame the Angels blow. Like they're worse. They are wasting Mike Trout's prime. He might go down as the best baseball player to ever play the game, and they are wasting it. And by the way, I don't know. I mean, Mike Trout was probably my favorite prior to getting hurt. Right now, it's got to be Ohtani for me. And I'm gonna stick with that pick. I'm gonna go with Ohtani because he's playing every day, and he's getting on the mound. He's got like a 2.7 ERA right now, and I expect it to drop a little bit, but I mean 2.7 ERA, like 12 to 13 K per nine. Like this guy's nasty as a pitcher, and then he's going out the very next day, and he's slugging the ball. Like he's among the leaders in home runs. He actually might be the leader in the AL right now. I think he's in the 20s now. I think he might be at 23. I'd have to double check that. He and Vlad are going neck and neck. But that's just crazy. That's crazy. It's unheard of.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I didn't give you my NL MVP pick.
Give me your NL MVP. Who is it right now, and who will it be at the end of the season?
Right now, it's going to surprise a lot of people, actually.
Oh, let me hear it.
I'm one of those guys that I'm looking at right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick Castellanos.
Ooh, yeah, he's starting to get some buzz.
I think like he's really, really sneaky. Like right now, like he's balling, right? He's got 13 homers, at 268 at bats, 91 hits. He's batting .340 with 13 homers, 38 RBIs. He's balling. I'm a fan. So and his name is Nick. So of course I'm gonna go with that guy. But at the end, I think Tatis takes it because like I think he's really, really good for the sport because he brings that juice, that energy, that promotion.
I was going to say the
game.
same exact thing.
So I think I'll go with Tatis and I'll go with Ohtani.
Mike,
I'm the same.
Yeah,
Tatis and Ohtani for the same reason.
Because you were feeling Acuna, right?
Yeah, but like when we were talking about before that, like I understood what you were saying. Like right now, you would probably say Acuna, but then overall in the long term, it's probably going to be Tatis.
Because like they've been neck and neck, Acuna, Tatis. I would say right now it's got to be Acuna, but my end of season pick is Tatis, and here's why. I can guarantee you they're getting the playoffs. The Braves, I don't know what the hell's happening. I expect them to probably at least snag a wild card at this point. They were my division pick.
Tatis is only 22.
Yeah, and
he was born in 1999.
I mean, you got to give credit. Like the team will be a playoff team, and that's the only thing that's against Ohtani. But like he's doing something that's never been seen before, something that Babe Ruth was doing a long time ago, pitching for the Red Sox, and we don't see this.
Right.
So that's a different scenario, okay? But like usually getting into the playoffs in baseball, that does count for something. That actually might have cost Mike Trout a couple more MVPs. And it's kind of unfair because he should have another 2 on his resume. He got him stolen, literally. But, Nick, to your point, Castellanos, here's the reason why I think he won't get it. His teammate, Jesse Winker, is right there with him.
Yeah.
And they're I mean, Castellanos, for that matter, though, like if there was a, most improved, damn, like what a turn he took with his career. Like he always was a highly regarded prospect. to do what he's doing now, I think was extremely unexpected. Give him credit. Like, that's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And this is a guy who couldn't even find a position because he was so bad in the field. And he's figuring it out at the plate. Like, you don't care at this point because he's hitting the hell out of the ball. You don't care.
He's batting 340. That's
it's unbelievable.
ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
And 268 at bats, that's a pretty significant amount.
That's a big sample size.
Yeah, I agreed.
You're a good hitter.
Yeah. So that's my guy right now.
I like it.
But Tatis for me, he just brings so much joy to the game. He's fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
And baseball needs that.
And baseball needs that, especially with the cheating shit going on. Like they definitely need something to be the front face of the sport.
He's must-see TV.
And he's absolutely
electrifying. Like,
absolutely,
he makes the game exciting. Ohtani, same thing. It's like, yeah, he's on the West Coast. It's hard to watch his games sometimes, but like, how can you not pay attention to what's going on right now? This is
you know what it reminds
historical.
me of? Do not blow this out of proportion. You know what it reminds me of? When I was younger, and my favorite athlete was Derek Jeter. And I just loved to turn on TV and watch him play. Like, he just looked like he was so full of joy playing a game that he loves.
Loves the game, plays
so it's like
hard every play.
Those are things that are appealing to me, where it's just like we were talking earlier with Trae Young. Like, he just looks like he's having fun playing a game. And that's what it's about.
That reminds me of like Jimmy Rollins or Chase Utley.
Yeah,
like
Chase
love
Utley,
those players because they
Chase Utley would hit a ball to third base and run as fast as he could to first base.
Favorite player of all time for me, Chase Utley. Love you, absolutely. He deserved another ring or two, and he should have been MVP probably twice, and he should probably get in the Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Name a
to
better.
Yeah,
he's in Knicks Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be close, guys.
He's in Mike's Hall of Fame too.
Oh yeah, he's first ballot here, first ballot. But like, it's gonna be a fringe case because of the injuries, and he did manage to lengthen his career a couple seasons, but prime, like second baseman prime. Find me a better prime for a second baseman. That guy was arguably the best player in baseball for a solid 5-year stretch. He was right there, top 3, top 5 players. Chase Utley.
Oh yeah,
one of the greatest runs you'll see. So if it's about like the best player of the generation, how does he not get included?
I know,
but that's a subject for another day.
He had a short, compact swing, and it was beautiful.
Best swing. I love.
Dude, it was like
swing.
a half swing.
Yeah,
I love his walk-up music. I love his swing, his swag.
It was. He walked up to Kashmir, didn't he?
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah,
it was like he was
The
playing
Led
like
Zeppelin,
half ball.
man.
Yeah,
you ever play half ball?
You just smack it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He just gets you fired up.
You got to smack it up in rhythm.
as soon as I said that, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but this is perfect.
It's a must.
This is a perfect segue. Phillies. We have to touch on them real quick.
Let's do it.
Same old.
Joe Girardi, guys, what the hell is going on? Is
I
he
had such
drunk?
I had such high hopes for him.
I did too.
He's coached before. He knows what he's doing. He's from the Yankees, winning organization,
World Series champ.
He'll right the ship, and it's just same old.
I gotta say, and Ian and I talked about this. Is he like drunk or something? What the hell is he doing right now? He's managing so poorly. He's lost us some games.
Yeah.
So my question for you guys, given the Phillies' recent slide, and they're losing games they should be winning, like yesterday's loss or 2 days ago at this point, the 13-12 loss, they, at 3 different points in the game, 2 different times, they were like above 95% chance of winning the game, and then they were above 89% another time. And they literally blew all 3 of those leads, and they lost the game.
Regular.
And they blew 3.
Real shit.
It's regular.
Hector Neris.
Dude, it's the same story with them,
It feels
dude.
like last year. What
They'd have
changed?
been better off with Gabe Kapler.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I was a Kapler fan, but listen, I like Joe Girardi. I have to ask you guys though, does he deserve to be fired right now? Would you shake it up and see if the Phillies?
I feel like if you fire him right now, it's a panic move. It looks like a panic move.
Well,
Nick?
if they fire him, who are they going to replace?
Yeah, like
him
who is
with?
it? What are they going to call
Right.
Charlie Manuel again?
And I feel
I would
like,
take him honestly right now.
But I feel like so you know what's funny about all this is I feel like Harper has a lot of say.
He should.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to pay somebody $300 million. You respect his decisions, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
I feel bad.
You
I
trust
feel
him.
bad for him.
You trust somebody.
do.
If you give somebody $300 million, you trust them. That's the bottom line, right? So I feel like it's going to really depend on his relationship with Girardi. Do I feel like he should be fired? I said it last year. Everybody called me crazy. Oh,
shit, at least you calling.
Facts, right? So like I said last year because my thing was half the league made the playoffs in last year's season, COVID season, right? If you're a big market team like Philadelphia, you don't miss the playoffs,
Especially
right? However, the pitching was absolute dog shit. But like, if you got somebody who's $300 million is on your roster, you have to make the playoffs. At least make the playoffs. I'm not saying win a World Series.
It's hard in baseball because one player can't. Like, I feel like one player can't do all that. Like,
Right.
you don't have a bullpen and you don't have pitchers. You just.
I totally agree.
To your point there, Mike, what a waste of this exceptional offense. Exceptional.
It's
this
crazy.
This team can put up runs like no other, especially when they're hot. I mean, do they have to score 10 plus runs a game to win at this point? This is laughable. This is laughable. They said, hey, we're going to go out and improve the bullpen this offseason. They go out and grab a couple names. Those guys are pitching well, actually, a couple of them. Archie Bradley, Jose Alvarado, probably the two best arms of the bullpen. But they're not in the most crucial role. Closer, setup man, okay? They're getting thrown in like 6th, 7th inning for high leverage situations. And the reason is because the back end of the starting rotation is also still laughable.
They're trash.
You can't, look, Vince Velasquez, Spencer Howard, I get it. We can get 4 solid innings from them, but once you hit the third round of the batting lineup, once you hit them the third time around, these guys are getting lit up. Oh, we don't want to burn out Spencer Howard's arm. Oh, we don't want to get Vince Velasquez exposed.
Bro,
when are we going to see?
I'm so tired of hearing that. Oh, I don't want to burn out his arm.
If you don't throw him out there to let him pitch through it, we're never going to know if he can do it.
It's crazy, dude. This is what I'm saying.
It's
though,
time
with
to move on.
Baseball has gotten so analytical.
Yeah, I can't believe
Everything
Velasquez is still on our roster.
But this is because
he stinks. He stinks.
And our
for
farm
one,
system
but
is
listen,
trash.
He's so trash. I can't watch him
Dave
pitch. I can't.
Dombrowski was brought in here because he's a winner who goes for it. He goes for it all right now. He'll trade prospects to win now. That's what he does, right?
I thought that was good.
But that's what he does, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was good too. So his response is, hey, let's get Chase Anderson and Matt Moore, and we're going to pay them what? It was like, I'm going to guess it was between 10 to 15 mil combined for both of them. You know what I'd rather do? Instead of getting those wash-ups, okay, get me one legitimate good arm and then promote somebody from within at that point. Or you go at least if you're going to have one bad starter, it'll be the 5th guy and I could take it there. That's fine. You know what? I'll take the L that day. Occasionally we'll win it with the bullpen, and occasionally Velasquez is going to go 6 innings. I can deal with that. But two holes in the rotation, you're wasting Zach Wheeler. He literally, if DeGrom didn't exist, that's your Cy Young winner today.
And we're still only 1 game out of 2nd place.
It's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. So going back to the original question, should we fire Girardi? No, not yet.
It would be a panic move. It would be a panic move.
Sure, because we're only down 5 games out of 1st place in our division. So let them finish out the season. See what happens.
Get to the wild card.
See what happens.
2 wild cards. So
See what happens. You never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see if he can get himself into a wild card.
You just never know,
Then
right?
it's anyone's game.
My pick, same thing, Nick. If they don't make the playoffs, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to consider a move. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't be in consideration. It would just be if we don't make the playoffs, the very next day on the off season, I'm calling Joe up. He's coming to my office, and we're just gonna have to part ways. And that's just the bottom line. Thanks for watching that clip of the Psychotic and Iconic Sports Podcast. If you want to watch the full episode, it is available on our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to get updated when we drop new heat. Be sure to check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We will be releasing an episode every Friday at 8 a.m. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time at P&I.